So for this week, I've decided to take a week off from work. This is just so I can catch up on productive things and also have that space to breathe, that mental relaxation period. I was originally going to be taking this week off to go on holiday, but I already went to Florida in September, which was its own crazy adventure. Anyway, guys, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you very much. So I got the inspiration for this week from Bill Gates, and he famously has something called a think week. A think week is where he goes away to a cabin like once a year to read papers, memos, books that he's wanted to really get into. But the main purpose of it is just to take a break from our day-to-day lives and routines. So it gives us a bit of perspective where we're able to take that step back. And this is why I like going to festivals, is because you're forced to take a break from the world, social media, because there's literally no signal. You're going to be a lot more talkative to people around you, like your friends and just random strangers. And that's the whole fun of it, is that you're literally being stripped back to your fundamental personality. You don't have all these different things that you're trying to project. I think when most people take time off, they tend to pick a really nice beach somewhere, maybe get some cocktails. There is nothing wrong with doing this as a different type of reset, but in terms of having time to be aware of mental problems that you've been having and try and create a game plan for how you're gonna get past them, that is also very crucial. So what I've been doing this week, I've actually been doing a bit more reading, and I know that's quite controversial considering the nature of this channel, and I do refer to a lot of books, but I've been finding it really difficult to read this year. Like, to actually get through more than a couple books has been a struggle. So that is something which I've actually been able to do a bit more of on my time off. A book that I've been reading and almost finished is called Love Life by Matthew Hussey. He's a dating coach who's got a YouTube channel as well, gives dating advice. But yeah, dating, that's something that I probably it's something that I probably need to work on a little bit. Also, what I've taken the time to do is write a bit more YouTube content and be producing stuff, because I do admit that I've actually had a bit of a slowdown period. And later today, I'm gonna film a BBC interview. I got a hair transplant. It was a couple years ago, and you might have realized I had a hair transplant if you watched my earlier stuff. And yeah, just gonna answer some questions, gonna be around a filming crew. But yeah, I'm very excited. It's gonna be, I reckon, just a bit of fun. I'll be back in a short while. Okay, so I'm back. Interviewed a lady, which was really lovely. The crew were very professional. I did find myself actually looking into the lens of the camera a couple times, just because of YouTube. I'm just used to talking to a camera. So apart from that, I think it went pretty well. So later, I'm going to catch up with a mate. We actually haven't seen much of each other in the past couple of weeks. It's been so hectic and busy, and it's good to make time where you can. So we're going to go for a nice 5K run, have a nice little catch up. And for tomorrow is Friday, I'm going to be treating it as a bit of a mindfulness day. I'm going to do a little bit of editing, but also what I'm going to do is go to this temple, which is really lovely. It's a nice Buddhist temple, and I feel like your environment does dictate the kind of experiences that you have with any given thing. I think being in a place where it's so traditionalist and like it feels almost ancient, and you're able to meditate there, it gives you this sense of, I guess, feeling that you don't really get when you're just meditating in your room or meditating in a park. And also something that I've been recognizing recently is that I'm trying to be a bit more organized. And what I mean by that is that tidying my room, making sure stuff is quite neat, looks good. Because I feel like, again, your environment is something which dictates your success and your future success. If you're in a nice place which feels like it's organized, it's run by like a capable, organized person, that's the way you're going to feel. I think I also had this feeling when with my car, it was quite filthy the other day, so I hoovered it, put some nice like spray in there so it's got like a nice smell. I think we when we're so busy, these things often get ignored, which is fair enough because they're not the most important. They're more just kind of aesthetic. I think being able to make your environment decent has a massive effect on your mental health. And I think that's the first step that you should take if you're feeling like you're a little bit behind, or you're feeling a little bit like you're not on top of things. Something that I've also been doing this week has been doing a few job applications. I'm looking to change job from a property inspector to becoming a lettings negotiator within property. The only thing is, at the end of the year, it's very slow in terms of the amount of jobs that are available from recruiters. So I'm probably going to get back on that at the beginning of 2026. But yeah, this has been the vibe for this week. It has been just taking a different pace, but also keeping my priorities, the things that I want to achieve, like keeping them like in the foreground. And I think the main thing that's been helping me this week has been having a plan and just every day making sure that I'm adhering to it. I'm ticking stuff off the to-do list. It gets the endorphins going. So for those who don't know, I've actually got a planner, but this is this is what I've been doing. So every day I've been doing like a different plan where I'll just tick it off as I go along, and even if I don't do something, I'm like, okay, I didn't do that. I can always come back to that later. But it just gives you a sense of direction. I think sometimes when we go through our days where we've got a lot of stuff to do, we don't give ourselves like a route or a plan. So this is something which it has actually been helping me. And to do one on each individual day, I think it's been quite valuable. I've been getting quite a lot of the stuff done. If you're looking for a good alternative to going on a crazy holiday or spending a crazy amount of money on stuff that you don't need, this is definitely good because it helps you mentally recharge, get back to a nice reset. We haven't got much left to the end of the year, so I think everything we do now counts. Anyway guys, this channel is geared towards productivity. If you like this content, we've got tons more on the way, but if you are new here, you know what to do.